The Los Angeles Rams have just made Jalen Ramsey the highest paid cornerback in the league by extending him to a 5-year deal worth $105 million. Are they making the right move by extending Jalen Ramsey, or are they setting themselves up for a failure in the future?
Let's see.
What time is it? Game time! Woo!
What's up, everybody? It's your boy Edwin, aka King Jaloft, and I'm back again. This time we have the LA Rams dishing out some big money to Jalen Ramsey. Once again, big name players getting the payday that they deserve. So Jalen Ramsey is getting a 5-year deal extension worth $105 million. And to be honest, I don't know how I feel about this deal. I mean, let's start off by saying he's great, right? He's the best quarterback in the league. And that deal averages out to $21 million annually, right? So when you go down the list of the other cornerbacks in the league, we have Tre'Davious White at $17.5 million. We have Darius Slay at $16.6 million. Byron Jones at $16.5. And last but not least, Xavier Howard at about $15 million. Now, those are all great cornerbacks. These are the highest paid cornerbacks in the league, below Jalen Ramsey, so top 5. Like I said before, they are all great cornerbacks, but they're not Jalen Ramsey great. There's definitely a gap between Jalen Ramsey and the rest of the pack. So I get the deal. I get the reason why he's receiving this much. And to be honest, his stats speak for themselves. 3 Pro Bowls in 4 years. Let that sink in. 10 interceptions in his whole career, which it's not nothing to jump out about, but it's something. 2019, he gave up only 1 touchdown. That's great. And on top of that, which is probably my most favorite attribute about Jalen Ramsey, he's a very physical cornerback. Now, when you're a defensive coordinator, that's one thing you love about your cornerbacks. They're physical. They can come down to the line of scrimmage and make a tackle when needed, because there's this notion that when you're a cornerback in the NFL, you don't like to tackle. You just like to play coverage and you like to run around with the receiver. But when it comes down to getting down to the dirty work, you have to make a tackle, then you just know where to be found. But Jalen Ramsey loves the contact, he loves to be physical, and that's why defensive coordinators love a guy like Jalen Ramsey, love a guy like Jamal Adams, love a guy like Harrison Smith, because they love hitting, they love making tackles. That to me is a very important attribute to Jalen Ramsey, which is why he's getting all this money. But the question is, how will this money affect the Rams in the future? Listen, I get it. You give up 2 first-round picks to get Jalen Ramsey, the best cornerback in the league. If you don't pay a handsome salary to get the guy, and you don't pay him the handsome salary to extend the guy, then you're not receiving the quality that you invested in. So I get the move. But what about the rest of the other team? Guys, 3 players, right? Jalen Ramsey, Aaron Donald, and Jared Goff. 3 players. The Rams have invested about $400 million to those 3 players. 2 great players and 1 good player. How can you win a team though with just 3 players? You don't, because you need to invest in other areas, and that's not what the Rams are doing right now. Which is why I said in the beginning of the video that I'm not too sure about this move. Not because Jalen Ramsey doesn't deserve the contract he's receiving, but because the Rams are committing a lot of money to just 3 players. What's going on? In all situations, right, you want a great player like Jalen Ramsey's caliber to be on your team. There's no team in the NFL that would say no to Jalen Ramsey, no to Aaron Donald, and I would say about, depending on the quarterback situation, Jared Goff would probably be a starter for a lot of the NFL teams in the league. But with that being said, you cannot win a team or compete with just 3 players. It takes more than that. The Rams just ate $32 million in dead money for the likes of Brandon Cooks and Todd Gurley. Now, for those of you guys who don't know, dead money is basically the salary cap money that you're spending towards a player that's not on your team any longer. So Brandon Cook's not on the Rams any longer, he's with the Texans. and Todd Gurley is with the Atlanta Falcons. Todd Gurley's dead money hit was about 11 million. Brandon Cooks 21 million. Brandon Cooks 21 million. How can you? I don't get it. But anyways, what I'm basically saying is you're putting in all this money to just 3 players, and you're eating dead money to 2 players that are no longer on the team. So how do you compete to remain in contention for next season? Listen, as greatly coached the Rams are under Sean McVay, he cannot change the whole team around with just 3 players. It's not happening. As great Jalen Ramsey and Aaron Donald are, these guys cannot carry this Rams team to the playoffs. It's not happening. Listen, and if you're the Rams, that's a big drop off from going to the Super Bowl to not making the playoffs, even though they had a winning record last season. We get it. But let's give you guys an example. Jamal Adams last year was a great player for the Jets. Outstanding. To me, best safety in the league. You think he's changing around the Jets, a mediocre team, into a contending team that can compete with the best of them? No, it's not going to happen. He needs to be around other great players. So when you have a guy like Jamal Adams, the most he could do is probably change the culture around. The most that Jalen Ramsey could do, and Aaron Donald, is change around the culture. But you need other pieces, which is why I'm kind of baffled by this move in a way. Not so much because he doesn't deserve the money, but because how will they continue to compete next season when they have to dish out money to other big name players? You know, you still have Robert Woods, you still have Cooper Kupp, but it's coming in the future. When it comes to pay them, where's the money going to come from? You don't know. That's all that we have for you guys today. Jalen Ramsey with the 5-year extension worth $105 million, becoming the highest paid cornerback in the league. Obviously, he ate this week. Let me know what you guys think about this in the comment section below. Does he deserve the money? He does. But what will his impact be for next season? You know, like, he has to now live up to this contract. He has a big contract on his hands. So I'm not expecting a big drop off from Jalen Ramsey. I'm not expecting a drop off period. But I'm saying, if he does not play up to the standards that he usually plays at, the number 1 corner in the league, there's going to be some issues. Because then the Rams are going to be in trouble. And when they're in trouble, that's not good for them. But make sure you guys like, share, and subscribe to the video and the channel. Always remember, as I grow, we grow together. Stay tuned for the next video. Boop.